All right, welcome again, folks. Bought another truck yesterday, and like I need any more around here, but it was kind of a deal that I couldn't pass up. So I don't know what we're gonna do with this truck yet, but today I figured we could at least get it off the trailer, make a little video about it. I'm gonna pull this body off here. It's not in great shape, but I really don't care about it because did not buy it for this. Might be some unwanted guests in here, but like I said, it's in okay shape, but it's got some rust here and there. But this is an 01. It has it's a gasser, engine's blowing up in it. Maybe we can dig into that a little later on, but we've got disc brakes on this, so I don't know. I got an idea for it, but we'll just have to wait and see. But like I said, gas engine. It is it's a two-wheel drive solid axle, but I thought about making this the next rig project. Obviously we're getting rid of the gas engine and we would put a Cummins in it, but that's besides the point. But I need some advice. Would you rather see this thing built, or should we build a bed for this truck? That is the question at hand here. I actually bought material to go ahead and try to make something for this, a simple flatbed slash welding bed for this, but there's a lot of stuff that I want to do to this. But if we decide to go this route, as I mentioned before, we would drop a Cummins in it. I haven't decided as far as front suspension. For a work truck, I don't mind the two-wheel drive, but I think if I'm going to build this one, we're going to get this thing lower to the ground, and also probably stretch this axle, bring it back here, stretch this thing and make it like a hauler slash welding rig. I don't know yet, but the plan for today is to get this thing off the truck, see if we can't get this here rack off up top, get the bed off, and then we'll dig into we'll see what it looks after that. So I'm gonna go get this thing unchained and see if I can't just shove it off the back here so we're close to the shop. Also, the shop's a mess right now because the pig got out the other day and I had a bucket of oil over here from an oil change, and now it is conveniently placed all over the floor. So this is another mess I got to clean up in here. We got quite a mess in here to clean up because this has been a few weeks of working on stuff non-stop, so I haven't had time to get stuff cleaned up. But let's get this thing off the trailer. Well, that was only minorly sketchy. Pretty decent interior. You actually do have somewhat of a full dash. A couple pieces missing here and there. But this here was already broke off from the mounts here. But other than that, pretty decent. Says this window's broken, but might have to do something with that. All right, so to get this here body off, it's welded right here, if you can tell, maybe on the other side, but we're just going to take the plasma cutter, we're going to hack it off right here and not have to worry about everything. I mean, we're going to have to cut it off one way or another, so we're just going to cut where we got clean frame. And then let's see here, the front, there's a bunch of bolts in it, but I think, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, but it should be bolted up top there, maybe just one, I don't know yet. But yeah, we'll see if we can't. There might be flag nuts on the back of these, so I'm gonna try that first, and then if not, we'll just we'll probably just cut it. I don't know, we'll see. Well, all in all, that was pretty painless. Plasma cutter made light work of it back here, except for the way it was. I was just getting blasted with sparks, but got that cut off. It was pretty straightforward. Got the spare tire out of here, get some room in this. Took off a couple little heat shields here. This here part is screwed underneath the cab this way, so that's nice. Can't get that out right now. Let's see. So what I'd like to do with this truck is, this is a cabin chassis truck. You can tell because of the frame. I don't think I have another frame. Actually, I do have another frame. But basically the frame underneath the cab back to, I'd say, this point. Actually, the whole thing's somewhat more beefy. It's got more of has more web in this flange and the frame back here. So it's a little beefier than a standard pickup truck frame. But what I'd like to do, as mentioned before, is I'd like to take this axle and I'd like to move it back here to the back of the frame, and then we'll put air ride on it, obviously, and build a hauling bed slash flatbed, welding bed. I don't really know yet. Gas engine, this is blown up, if I mentioned that already. I'm pretty sure, I don't know how well you can see that, but I'm pretty sure there's a rod sticking through the bottom of the pan right there. So we know this thing's no good, but I did not buy it for that anyway. So the idea, let me back up a minute. So I do have a IFS front frame, but I like this frame because it's a little bit beefed up, and I'm pretty sure the GVW on this truck is a little more than the regular pickups. But stretch the axle back. I'd like to get this, in my opinion, the solid front handles a little better. It just rides a little better, a little smoother. That's just my opinion. But I would like to just get this dropped down a little bit more, as much as we can, and then do the rear to match. And yeah, but pretty solid truck for an 01. Typical Dodge. Again, dash is decent, but glove box is lacking. Don't worry about that. Yeah, what would you guys rather see? Would you want to see come and swap slash axle stretch bed build, or what about the green truck? Build a bed for that. So that's where I'm at. I am a little bit away from starting another project, but I want to start planning for something. But I think it'd be pretty neat to stretch this wheelbase out a little bit. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty neat. So I guess we'll leave it at that. I'm not going to dive into this engine right now because I don't feel like taking all this part that needs to come apart up here. So, but we'll be pulling this out, scrapping that. Somebody's watching this, needs some parts, let me know. But otherwise, it's going to the junkyard. So appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks, guys.